Hi everybody, it's Graham Mairs here. Just a couple of words to the sponsors and everybody here. Thank you, I'm really honoured to be here. It's my first time in Mexico. I've had a journey already to get here, but it's been magnificent. And thanks for all the chefs who have given me a hand this morning. I really appreciate that. You know, it's coming to a new country and everything, but they've really made a big difference this morning to helping me prepare a special dish that I've created especially for Mexipan and Chantilly. Obviously Chantilly, a leading Mexican brand, and what I'm going to go through today is a tribute to Mexico, and I think it's really important that I share my philosophy and also acknowledge the fact that Mexico, Chantilly and Mexipan are leading brands, and you know, Mexico is open to the world, and I think the exposure of Mexico produce and innovation and talented chefs needs to be recognised more outside the Central American market. And so I'm honoured to represent the two companies, and I thank you and honoured that you invited me here. And yeah, so I think what we're going to do is, I've got a translator here, so if I go too fast, please stop me.
Yes.
Because I do talk a lot. And,
Okay.
you know, but today I'm going to talk to you about and show you a dish that I think is very special to Mexico. So it brings your traditions, your heritage, and more importantly, your culture on a plate in a very unique way, using my theory of C3D, which is connecting elements and dimensions. Okay, it's probably something you won't really see before. It's something unique. It's something that I've done part of this dish once, so this is really, it's not experimental, but it's absolutely completely unique to Mexico and Mexipan and Chantilly. Okay.
Okay. El chef está muy feliz de venir con nosotros, de estar aquí. Está representando a dos marcas, va a estar representando a Chantilly y a Mexipan en esta invitación. Nos va a presentar unos platillos que, junto con su filosofía, van a estar siendo elaborados frente a sus ojos. Se disculpa porque es una receta que no ha hecho demasiadas veces, pero está haciendo algo muy experimental. Le gustaría también mucho que México fuera reconocido fuera de la zona central de solo Latinoamérica, sino que fuera reconocido alrededor del mundo, ya que ha dado muchísimos ingredientes y muchísimos productos que nos sirven para todo el mundo. Entonces, a continuación el chef va a empezar a elaborar todos los platillos que tiene. También nos menciona que Chantilly es una marca mexicana con 52 años de experiencia en el mercado, una de las mayores en la industria de repostería dentro de México. Entonces, muchas gracias Chantilly, muchas gracias a Mexipan, porque gracias a ellos está el chef aquí con nosotros.
Okay.
Chef, please.
Well done. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how I create, and I'm first and foremost, I'm a chef, that's where I started my life, on the stove, cooking. And then I transferred into pastry and chocolate. But what I did do is I found, a lot of chefs around the world, they all had their own style, but everyone is sort of quite one-dimensional. So I created a theory that actually took away all the confusion of what tastes good, what looks good, and it's called C3D. And the first part is about connecting. So as I said, the tribute of Mexico, this dish is around that. So the first thing I had to do is look at, your traditions, So what are the things that everybody knows Mexico about? They know about the gold, they know about the chocolate, they know about the coffee, so they're the three things that I said, right, okay, I'm going to make a dish that connects all those together. So with those elements, I then took almost like the heritage of what Mexico's about, Aztec, the Maya. The Maya actually cultivated almost all of Central America, They influenced a lot of people, and through architect, through design and everything like that. So this again is around that. And then the last one is culture. So culture, folklore. You know, I think with Mexico, you know, there's you know, the art of Mexico is drawn through individualism, expression, and love. You know, I think Mexico is described as the child. You know, and the child is always playful. It's always joyous. It's always looking for new things to learn. And I think that's what Mexico is, you know. And I hope today that I can show a new vision, a new image of Chantilly as well, to bring that to life on not just as a dessert, but also as a gift, you know. Because everything we do in life is really about a gift, you know. You know, as a chef myself, you know, everyone says to me, "Oh, what is the most important part?" The most important part for me is to be yourself and not be like anybody else. Be different, be understandable, be humble, but be nice, you know. And throughout then, nobody can really shout at you, nobody can really complain to you, you know. And that's how I build my life now, you know. And you know, I've worked in every Michelin star around the world. You know, the journey's been long, but you know, today I can honestly say I'm so proud to be here, and thank you, Mexipan, for bringing me here. You know, it's taken 1 year to get me here. Through certain circumstances that happened, but yeah. Anyway, let me begin because I think you're probably sick of me talking. So I'm gonna.
let me.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that was a lot. That wasn't it? Okay, sorry.
Okay.
You need to pinch me and say, right, stop. Let me interrupt.
Don't worry,
okay,
don't worry.
No problem.
El chef nos dice que él en su vida comenzó siendo un chef, no siempre se había dedicado, al inicio de su carrera no se dedicaba a la parte de la repostería, sino comenzó siendo un cocinero de cocina salada, como muchos comenzamos en este mundo. Él empieza a entender que muchas de las problemáticas que tienen otros chefs es que son muy unidimensionales en la forma en la que plantean sus platillos. Entonces él se da cuenta que hay otras técnicas, que es lo que él crea como la teoría del C3D, que es cultura, herencias y tradiciones. Entonces, él une estos tres aspectos y es lo que nos va a llevar a poder elaborar una serie de platillos que van a ser muchísimo más complejos y muchísimo más completos. ¿Por qué? Porque va a utilizar el ejemplo de México, en donde tenemos la cultura de México que es tan amplia, que es tan profunda y que va a tener muchos factores que nos van a ayudar a que sea muy rica en la forma de aplicarla a los platillos. Menciona la herencia, en donde voltea a ver a nuestros ancestros, tanto aztecas como mayas, para poder, principalmente a los mayas, para poder usar todos estos elementos que ya se tenían, como por ejemplo el chocolate, todos los elementos en oro, todos los elementos que sabemos que existían aquí, que eran muy utilizados desde antes de la llegada de los españoles, y los va a incorporar a todos estos platillos. Y por último, las tradiciones. Nos hace una preciosísima reflexión diciendo que México es como un niño. México es siempre juguetón, siempre divertido, y por eso es que él se inspira mucho en esta parte para que los platillos también reflejen esa identidad y reflejen esa esencia de lo que es ser el mexicano. Ahora sí ya nos va nuevamente agradece a Chantilly y a Mexipan por esta oportunidad, a pesar de todas las problemáticas con que se pudo haber encontrado, y ahora sí va a proceder a hacer la preparación que nos trae para este día. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Do not worry.
Just tap me and then,
Yes.
then I stop, yeah?
I'll do that.
Because I can talk for 1 hour, yeah? There's no problem.
Especially in this part, because
Yes.
I'm going to try to be explaining to them.
Okay, I'll go slowly now, because I think it's really important to understand the dish that I'm going to do.
Okay.
You know?
Vamos a ir, en esta parte sí vamos a estar haciendo un poco más pausadas las traducciones para que sea más sencillo poder comprender todo lo que se está haciendo en la mesa.
Okay, very simple.
Yes.
Chocolate,
Chocolate,
coffee,
café
and tonka.
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 Tonka bean.
Yes, tonka
Okay.
bean. Okay.
El chef va a estar usando una haba de tonka que no sé qué tan fácil haya sido encontrarla en México, pero
Yeah.
la de tonka bean, do you think it's easy to find?
It's part of like the vanilla family.
Okay.
So yeah, it's hard to find,
Okay.
but you know, it's hard to find someone like me, I guess. You know? So,
Very true, very true. Nos menciona el chef que la semilla, la vaina de tonka o el haba de tonka es un haba que pertenece a la familia de la vainilla. No es fácil de encontrar, pero bueno, tampoco es fácil tener aquí a un chef internacionalmente reconocido, ¿verdad? Pero enos aquí.
okay. So what we're going to start with is we're going to start with the cocoa pod in terms of an edible cocoa pod.
Okay.
So we're gonna I've produced what I call a modern look of a cocoa pod.
Ok,
Yeah.
el chef nos menciona que vamos a partir de la vaina de cacao y vamos a tratar de modernizar toda la forma de ver la vaina de cacao. Entonces esa va a ser nuestra primera receta.
Okay, so this is chocolate. Okay, so it's a very, how I would say, abstract modern look,
Okay.
but it's cacao, so it's basically a new way to look at things, you know, because at the end you can, a lot of chefs now, we can all produce this sort of,
Okay.
item. So I want to make it a bit more modern. I want to make it a bit more visionary and a bit more art-like. But everything I do is for a reason, you know, because everything is about simplicity with imperfections.
Okay.
Okay?
Nos menciona el chef que hay vainas de cacao que ya se pueden tener, pero esta en particular que él está haciendo, le gusta que sea más artística, más que tenga ciertas imperfecciones, que tenga ciertas características que lo hagan único, que no sea solo como un molde que se produce en muchos sentidos, sino que tenga estas características tan particulares.
Yeah. So for this particular dish, what I've done is I've created a special mold. Okay. So this is like a unique mold. So it's not a mold you can buy anywhere. So I actually developed this for this dish. Okay. So and it's like a very streamlined quenelle mold. Yeah. Okay.
El molde que nos está presentando aquí el chef es un molde que hizo prácticamente para esta receta. Es un molde liso en donde replica la forma de la vaina de la vaina de cacao, pero ahorita va a proceder a hacerlo diferente. Ya en lugar de tener la textura lisa, nos va a mostrar cómo se hace.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create a texture. Okay. So everything I like to do, because Mexico is completely connected with nature. You know, your culture is connected to the natural world. You know. And I think for me, in this moment in time, is the key thing in life, yeah? So I think to shout about that more around the world, I think is that's what you've got to do, you know? It's not just about the products come from nature, you know? And actually you pioneer nature, so you have to connect the two together and make the story around that. So what we're going to do with this, I'm going to just create what I call a natural look, yeah?
Okay.
So we have a little wire brush. So you can either use something like a wire brush that you can get in DIY or anything like that. So or you can use like a really, if you want,
Fine.
you can use different textures.
Okay.
So we want to put some texture on there, okay?
Okay.
So.
Nos menciona el chef que lo que está tratando de hacer aquí es acercar la naturaleza que ya tiene México en su forma, en todo lo que hacemos y traerlo. Entonces le está dando una textura o una forma más natural, más natural y más acercada a la naturaleza a esta vaina, a este chocolate. ¿Cómo lo hace? A través de un cepillo de metal, de cerdas de metal, que ya sea fino o más amplio, como el otro que nos mostraba, el del mango rojo, para poder darle estas pequeñas figuras que precisamente, bueno, estas pequeñas texturas que precisamente van a ser imperfectas, porque ninguna va a ser similar a la otra.
Okay,
Gracias.
thank you. Gracias. Okay, what we're going to do is whenever you create a dessert, you know, people always look at dessert at one angle, yeah? You should never even consider looking at a dessert one angle. Life, we all look at our life in a 360-degree vision, yeah? So whenever we create, we need to create all those dimensions. And this is what I mean by chefs are one-dimensional, because when you go to a restaurant, you put the plate there and it's at the same place, yeah?
Yes.
You have to present it that way.
Okay.
For me, you know, our life isn't in one vision tunnel. You know, we have to produce and see things in a 360-degree vision, you know?
Okay.
So everything I do is about that. Because when I do a dessert, it changes dimensionally from different angles, which gives you a different opinion, which gives you a different behavior.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Nos menciona el chef que cada vez que él piensa en un platillo o que diseña algún platillo, procura hacerlo de una forma tridimensional. Por eso mencionaba al inicio que considera que muchas veces los chefs son muy unidimensionales, porque ellos montan sus platillos para que solo sean vistos de una sola manera. El chef lo que hace es pensar que estos platillos tienen que ser vistos desde los 360 grados, que no importa desde dónde lo veas, va a tener algún sentido, y que incluso cambiar el lugar desde donde se está viendo va a cambiar lo que podemos percibir del platillo mismo.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to start building.
Okay.
So what we're going to do first is create a foundation.
Okay. Okay. Vamos a crear una base. Vamos a comenzar con la construcción de nuestro platillo. Vamos a iniciar poniendo una base. Esta base nos va a ayudar a que sea precisamente lo que sostenga todo el plato.
So this is Chantilly, the chocolate hazelnut spread.
Yes.
Cream. Yeah. Okay. Just to put it on, what we're going to do is we need it to stick. So we just use a little bit of the ganache, but also it gives flavour as well. Yeah. So
Okay.
every element has a taste element to it.
Claro. En este caso vamos a utilizar como base, como pegamento de la base, un table de avellana de la marca de Chantilly, que nos va a ayudar a que se mantenga el plato, pero además de que se mantenga el plato, también nos va a brindar sabores.
Okay. So this is one of the new techniques. So this is chocolate, okay?
Okay.
So it's very, very thin, very fragile.
Yes.
So it's very hot in here, so I better not touch it too much, okay?
Sí.
So, and it's a technique using stencils,
Okay.
okay? So, and it's very difficult to do. It's not easy to do.
I saw you do it.
So, oh, right, okay, yeah. So,
En esta técnica, él está haciendo unas hojas que elaboró con stencil, que son sumamente frágiles. Entonces, como la capa que va sobre el stencil tiene que ser muy delgada, es muy fácil romperlos, y por eso está siendo tan cuidadoso, porque entre el calor que se siente aquí en la fundación y lo delgado del chocolate, pues tenemos que ser muy, muy cuidadosos en cómo lo manejamos.
okay. So, because I always work with free, everything I do has free flavors.
Yes.
So, what I learned from when I started to do pastry, I didn't really work with pastry chefs after I'd finished in the kitchens. What I did is I started to work with artists, fashion designers, architects, doctors.
Doctors?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I'll tell you the reason why in a minute. So,
Okay. Cuando él comenzó a elaborar su teoría y elaborar sus platillos, lo hace de tres. Vamos a ver muchas de sus técnicas siempre tienen una vinculación con el número 3, porque cuando dejó de trabajar en la cocina salada y se pasó a la cocina dulce, comenzó a trabajar con artistas, arquitectos, diseñadores de moda, doctores, que ahorita nos va a explicar por qué con doctores en específico.
Yeah. So basically, everything we do in life, or everything I do in life, is not about the dessert.
Okay.
It's about the person.
Oh, okay.
Okay. It's about the person behind the vision, you know?
Okay. Nos dice que la forma en la que él elabora sus platillos no son por el platillo mismo, es por la persona detrás del platillo. O sea, todo va relacionado con las personas con quienes lo elaboran.
Just get me one of these, please. Yeah, thank you. So, what I'm going to do now is, because, you know, working with chefs is really good. You know, we're a family. Thank you. You know, we're a family, but also you can just think like a chef. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to think like a chef. I want to think like somebody who does something for a reason, you know? Something that I believe in, you know? You know, and it's being afraid, you know, it's being you and not being afraid to be like everybody else. Okay. You know, and that's how I carry myself, that's how I want to feel. If people understand me, it's great. If people don't understand me, it's also great. Okay. You know, so...
That's beautiful philosophy. Yeah. Nos dice el chef que a él no le interesa ser como otros chefs, no le interesa ser como otras personas, le interesa ser él mismo y por eso también le gusta entender a los otros y espera que otras personas, más bien, cuando alguien lo entiende a él, por él es maravilloso. Si no lo entienden, también está bien. No afecta en nada porque es su forma de ser y él pues es lo que trata de reflejar.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do now, so we've got the chocolate cocoa pod. Mm-hmm. We need to start building. So, you know, to build the layers, it's really important. It's really key. Okay. Okay. And the temperature, it goes in there and everything like that.
That's going to be very important. Vamos a pasar a construir la vaina de cacao ya con nuestros otros ingredientes. Nos dice el chef que es súper importante tener las capas muy marcadas y para eso también las temperaturas de nuestro producto. Si las temperaturas fallan, todo puede fallar.
Yeah. I mean, it's really important because... You know, an experience now is about sensory experience, yeah? Mm-hmm. So, you know, everything I do, I want to create a level of sour, sweet, umami, salt or bitter, but not all at once, because it gets confused for the brain, you know? Okay. And that's why I only use 3 things. Okay. So within those 3 things, the human brain, through pastry and sweet, when you have something sweet, you can only connect with 3 flavors at a time, and it's scientifically proven.
Okay. Yep. Okay. El chef siempre va a procurar utilizar los 5 sentidos, los 5 gustos los 5 sabores del gusto, en donde vamos a tener salado, ácido, umami, amargo y salado. Gracias. Thank you, chef. Y nos menciona que nuestro cerebro solamente puede reconocer 3 al mismo tiempo. De otra manera, el cerebro se confunde y esto está científicamente probado. Entonces, nos va a demostrar cómo se construye solamente con estos 3 sabores.
Okay. So, this is a confit of lime, okay? Mm-hmm. So it's made with glucose, pectin, fresh lime, and then this is really acidic, you know? Mm-hmm. And chocolate and lime are probably 2 of the greatest things that ever existed, you know? Because when people say to me about chocolate, you know, what's your favorite chocolate? You know, it's really difficult because actually the flavor of the chocolate always comes from the foundation. Okay. Yeah? Yeah. I like Ecuadorian chocolate because, you know, it's because I like citric. I like the activation of the saliva it brings, yeah. It brings... a washing machine in your mouth. Yeah. So.
Okay. Nos está presentando un confite de limón. Este confit tiene glucosa, tiene pectina, tiene... olvidé el otro ingrediente que tenía.
Okay.
It had pectin.
Pectin, glucose, inverted sugar.
Azúcar invertido.
Lime juice.
Jugo de limón y cascarilla de cáscara de limón o ralladura de limón.
And a little scent of cardamom.
Y una muy ligera, un muy ligero toque de cardamomo. Yeah. Nos menciona que su chocolate favorito proviene de Ecuador porque el chocolate de Ecuador siente que tiene mucho más sensación cítrica en la boca y que incluso cuando lo pruebas te hace salivar. Nos dijo
Yeah.
que es como una lavadora dentro de la boca de la cantidad de saliva que puede producirnos.
Yeah. So the lime is in the base, and it's in the reason for a base.
Okay.
Because when I layer, we're going to get bitter, salt, sweet.
Bitter, salt, sweet.
And those four senses will create quite a big, bold sensory effect in the mouth.
Like a punch.
Like a punch.
Okay.
And the last thing you will get will be the confit of lime. And the confit of lime will bring it all together because it'll activate the salivation.
Ok,
Yeah.
ok. Nos menciona que él en específico ha puesto la capa de confite de limón hasta abajo porque lo que está buscando es que la acidez, cuando se genera por capas, los primeros sabores que vas a sentir en la boca van a ser el dulce, el salado, y entonces cuando llegas al ácido y el amargo. Y cuando llegas al ácido, el ácido lo que hace es activar precisamente la salivación y va a hacer que se vuelva muy redondo y que se complementen por completo todos los sabores.
Okay. It's a very simple dessert, but it has very complex foundations, you know? So, you know, it's really important as a chef that they understand that all these different flavors that they're trying to put together, you know, learn the real basics, you know?
Okay.
Learn what taste is, you know?
Okay.
Learn what taste really is and how it connects with the sensory
Okay.
first. Not just from what looks good on a plate, yeah? We're all artists in one way.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, taste is the most important part, you know? Always.
Nos menciona el chef que cuando nosotros diseñamos un platillo, cuando él diseña un platillo, debemos de entender las bases desde lo más profundo que se puede. No es nada más elaborar un platillo porque se vea bonito. No, es elaborar un platillo considerando todos los elementos que rodean a ese platillo para que el platillo pues tenga... para que sea un plato que esté bien pensado y bien construido.
The other mold from the freezer for me. It's very warm and it's so thin, the chocolate. So okay, so this is a cream, tonka and vanilla,
Okay.
but using the Chantilly, the white ganache.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Nos está presentando aquí un ganache. Bueno, está utilizando el ganache blanco de la marca de Chantilly junto con las habas o la vaina de la tonka. Eso es lo que le va a dar el sabor particular.
Yes, thank you. Okay, and then the next one, what we're going to do is a coffee cream using the hazelnut spread.
Okay.
Okay, the Chantilly hazelnut spread. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Como tercera capa, nos está presentando una crema de café que está elaborada con el untable de avellana de Chantilly.
Okay. Then this is one of my favourite because what I do is create a texture. Okay.
Okay.
So this is biscuit using mole paste. Okay. So it's a biscuit with mole.
Okay.
Okay.
I was
So-
not expecting that. So.
Yes. So this is like butter, cocoa nibs, cocoa powder,
Okay.
Sugar. It's
Okay.
like a sablé, and then I've infused it with mole.
Okay.
Okay. My own mole. I make my own
Okay.
because I'm a mole expert.
Ok, nos está presentando aquí para la textura casi como una masa sablé elaborada con cocoa nibs, con pedazos de cacao. Le puso mantequilla y algunos otros elementos, pero lo más importante es que en este va a tener un sabor muy profundo de mole. Él mismo nos dice que él es un experto en el mole, entonces por eso es que él se aventó su propio mole para poder hacer esta receta.
Okay, so what we're just going to do is create a crunch on the top. Okay.
Okay. Aquí lo que está buscando es mucho estas texturas crujientes.
Because when you eat it, you're going to get this hit of something that is spicy, which is almost like umami style, yeah? So when I talk about the layers, each layer has a sensory element to activate, yeah?
Okay. En este último nivel lo que está buscando es que el picante nos genere una sensación muy similar al umami. Esta sensación compleja en la boca, como de salivación, que nos va a dar, nos lo va a dar a través del picor de nuestro mole.
Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do now on the top is we're going to do a tonka vanilla cream. Okay. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to reenact the division of the pulp, the cocoa pulp, yeah.
No, ahorita va a hacer una con la crema de tonka está buscando crear una textura o una vista similar a la vaina de cacao cuando está recién abierta, cuando todavía está en las semillas y todo dentro de la vaina.
Okay, so now you can see it's starting to build, you know. It's really simple, there's no complexity in there. And then what we're going to do is we do another quenelle on top, but this one is slightly smaller. Okay? Because it's going to create a different dimensional look and feel. Okay?
Sorry.
Yeah,
ahorita va a poner, ahorita va a colocar una capa para cubrir que está hecha también con una quenelle de chocolate, pero esta es más pequeña. Ahorita la va a colocar y se busca que sea más pequeña que la base, porque lo que quiere es que se genere el efecto de la vista, que nos atraiga nuestra vista.
Okay. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to scrape this.
Okay.
Okay. So, but I'm going to get one of the chefs just to heat. Can you just heat this up with so it's very hot? Yeah, thank you. And then what we're going to do, we're going to cover it. Okay.
Okay.
But what I want to do is expose the inside.
Okay.
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 So dimensionally, it looks really great, but you also need to tempt your guests with something that takes their eye, you know? Everything is about the eye. Everything is about the 360-degree experience.
Okay.
It's not about, oh, that looks great from this angle, you know? Now I can probably turn this round. And it looks the same. It looks good from every angle, yeah? So, and it's really difficult to do that because it's all about simplicity. If you have so many different things going on, it becomes so imperfect that you always have a different opinion. Okay, thank you. And then,
Yes.
yeah.
Va a esta cobertura no la va a rayar, quiere nada más como marcarla para que se pueda ver la parte interna, porque precisamente lograr que un platillo se vea desde todas las caras, desde todas sus partes, es la parte más complicada, pero al mismo tiempo él considera que lograr esto es reducirlo a términos más simples, a términos en los cuales el platillo se pueda observar desde cualquier ángulo. Por eso también nos mostraba los diferentes ángulos que tiene su postre y en todos tendría que verse bien. Ahorita está procediendo a solamente cortar o romper la zona interna para que podamos ver el platillo aún así desde fuera.
Okay, so you can see what I've done now. All I've done is created a cavity, yeah? This is to give a sneak peek, yeah?
Like in the movies.
Yeah, it's a temptation, eh?
Okay.
To tempt.
Aquí lo único que está haciendo el chef es que esta hendidura que genera dentro de, bueno, con nuestra cobertura,
Casi.
es prácticamente para tentar al comensal a lo que viene.
Okay, and what I'm just going to do is just brush the top with a little bit of cocoa powder, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Aquí nada más para darle el efecto le está pinceleando con cocoa en polvo para poder generar la textura que estamos buscando, la textura visual, porque es eso lo que él busca, que todo sea muy visual.
Okay. And then this should fit perfectly on top, almost.
Y aquí tenemos un embone casi perfecto, junto con su últimos detalles, últimos toques para que el platillo sea visualmente impresionante.
Okay, so let me just clean that off a bit. So this is the first part of the dish, yeah?
Okay.
Okay. So this is the dessert, but this isn't the end. So this is one part of the dish.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Esta solamente es una parte del plato. No es completo. Aún no hemos terminado. Aún no está terminado.
Okay. So for me, this is tradition and culture. Tradition and heritage. Okay.
Aquí, I'm so sorry. Aquí vamos a tener la parte de la tradición y la herencia.
Okay. So now we're going to go on to culture. Okay.
Okay.
So folklore. Okay. So for me, you know, whenever I look at a country or go to a new country, what the most important part for me is always the culture. Like I said, you know, it's not about what we do. It's about the people behind what we do, you know? And so I look at the culture of Mexico. So this one is a tribute to one of your greatest artists, Frida Kahlo. Yeah? Okay. So, and obviously she was a real pioneering woman, an amazing woman. And, you know, part of my passion is always about art. So everything I try and do, I try and create a story around that also. You know, she transformed Mexico in opinions, in expression, you know.
Okay.
And through her own self-portraits, you know. And I thought that's very strong. And she connects with nature. So she understood from a very early start in her career how nature and people connected together. So this is my tribute to her, which forms part of the gift of the tribute to Mexico. Okay.
Thank you,
So,
Chef. Let me
yes.
translate that part.
Okay.
Nos dice que cuando él visita algún lugar, la cultura es lo más importante para él. Entender a las personas que están y que conforman esa cultura y que son quienes la mantienen viva. En este caso, con su interés como artista, él le está rindiendo un homenaje a Frida Kahlo, porque considera que fue una mujer pionera, una mujer que revolucionó el arte en México y era una mujer que a través de sus autorretratos y a través de la forma en que pintaba, mantenía una cierta conexión con la naturaleza y que es algo que deberíamos de seguir buscando y que el chef va a tratar de traer también en el platillo.
Okay. So we're going to recreate
Okay.
one of her artworks.
Okay.
But in a different format. So this could be a cookie. So it could be a takeaway, you know, like a food on the move or something like that.
Okay.
So purely because of the time, you know, we can make a pastry frame, a cookie frame, okay?
Okay.
But I've made it out of chocolate because it just because of time.
Ah, okay.
You know.
Okay.
You know,
Yes.
and things like that. So this basically is an edible frame, okay? It's a picture frame, okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to take some of the hazelnut
Spirit.
cream from Chantilly, okay?
Okay.
And then what we're just going to do is just create a layer, yeah,
Okay.
in the middle. So you can put caramel in there or the ganache in there. You know, you can put so many ingredients in there. It's up to you. I'm just using it because it connects to the cocoa pod, okay?
Okay. En este caso, el chef nos está mostrando Él hizo estos chocolates a través de un molde para que pueda recrear el marco de una pintura de Frida Kahlo. Entonces nos dice que en realidad pueden ser hechos con cualquier cosa, podrían haber sido de galleta, podrían haber sido de algún otro ingrediente que se pudiera prácticamente comer en el momento. Sin embargo, pues por cuestiones de conexión con el platillo que hicimos primero, los hace de chocolate y le pone un poco del untable de avellana para poder proceder a la siguiente parte y generar precisamente las capas.
Okay, great. So now we're gonna connect Frida with chocolate or cookie or whatever. So okay, we're gonna connect her with nature, but in an edible format. So really, what I'm creating is a response to her art.
¿Ok?
Okay.
Ok. Aquí lo que vamos a hacer es conectar a Frida con la naturaleza misma. Vamos a hacer que Frida alcance esta conexión con la naturaleza a través de lo que se puede consumir, a través del chocolate mismo que nos vamos a comer.
Okay. So, what I have here, this is this you can make out of chocolate, or you can make it out of this is tapioca paper.
Ok.
Okay.
Ok.
So it's edible paper, but usually I make it out of chocolate because then it's easier. It connects all the way through. But yeah, you know, it's a picture of one of her artworks. Okay. Tastes great.
Ok, el chef la imagen que trae el chef impresa está impresa en chocolate, sin embargo también se podría hacer en cualquier tipo de papel comestible, papel de tapioca, papel de arroz, cualquier otro similar y realmente dice que sabe muy bien.
You know, it cost £40 million. This one of her art is sold for 40 million. This £1.
Nos dice el chef que los cuadros de Frida pueden valer hasta 40 millones y esto es cosa de nada.
Okay. And this is what I mean about everything we do. You know, especially in your country, you know, you have a huge heritage and culture, you know, and I think you need to shout, you know, it needs to come out more across the world, you know, so people understand it, you know, because you hold the key to probably two of the most important things in the world, and that was gold and chocolate, you know. So, you know, it's just that everybody pinched it from you, you know.
Yes.
So it's time to take it back.
I like that.
Yes.
Nos dice el chef que,
Me too.
nos dice el chef que eso es parte de lo que le gusta tanto de la cultura de México y de lo que le gusta en sí, el poder...
Am I confusing you?
Yes, a little.
I'm good at that.
No, please don't. En el caso de México, nuestras raíces, nuestras bases, o sea, teníamos la clave o la llave a dos elementos que son tan importantes para el mundo como son el chocolate y el oro. Y considera que tendríamos que retomarlos, que tendríamos que volver a hacerlos nuestros. Y quitárselos a todos, pero no tan dramático, no tan drásticamente. Por eso es que también está haciendo este platillo en la forma en la que lo hace, porque quiere traer esos elementos al frente, quiere que nos demos cuenta de ellos.
Okay. 2 cookies dedicated to Frida.
Okay.
So, when we do dessert in restaurants or wherever we go, it's always on a plate or always in a bowl. You know, and for me, there has to be more to just a plate. You know, we have to use different dimensional things to bring new experiences, yeah? Okay? No. they're bringing me plates. So in here, okay.
Justamente nos dice el chef que a él no le gusta emplatar en platos, porque considera que el plato o el bowl restringe un poco, entonces le gusta como presentar sus creaciones que salgan precisamente de estos limitantes.
Okay. So, obviously, presentation box here, yeah? But it forms two things, okay? It forms the dessert, but also inside we have what I call an art gallery. Okay.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Nos muestra él una
so
caja de presentación.
so you have something that is elegantly different, but elegantly tasty, you know. But this connects to who you are, what you are, you know. And for me, you know, culture is one of the most important things. You know, tradition and heritage are there, you know. But the culture is the one that drives you forward and the one that makes you who you are today, you know. And it's really important to learn that. Obviously, when Mexipan and Chantilly invited me over to come and do this, you know, I didn't just come up with recipes. I learned about Mexico. You know, I put the time in to learn because, you know, I think the truth and lies are something that we don't need, you know. We need to be honest with what we're doing. And then, like I said, I have to have a fundamental reason why I do something and not a fundamental reason why it has to be there because it looks good. Yeah. Okay, so you have two different concepts, all in one aspect, bringing in tradition, heritage, and your culture. So again, you know, obviously it's 52 years of using the Chantilly brand, almost as old as me, and
Nos dice el chef que la forma en la que piensa las presentaciones no son nada más porque se le ocurre y porque considera que es como se va a ver más bonito. No, la forma en la que presenta tiene todo este contexto cultural que es tan importante para él, porque a fin de cuentas la herencia y la tradición van a estar ahí, pero no podrían estar de no ser por la cultura. La cultura es lo más básico. Cuando lo invitaron a dar esta charla, esta masterclass con Mexipan y con Chantilly, se puso a investigar sobre México, se puso a investigar sobre nuestra cultura, sobre todo lo que rodeaba para poder venir a elaborar estas recetas que son el reflejo de todo lo que él hizo. Y por eso es que pues se esfuerza y utiliza también todas estas marcas como Chantilly con sus 52 años, que prácticamente pues también el chef dice que es casi como él mismo en edad. Y pues es maravilloso todo lo que nos está poniendo aquí.
Okay, so
Yes, chef.
I'm going to put you under pressure now.
No. Yes.
Okay, what were the three things I said at the start?
The
About
receiving?
the
Citri?
traditions, yes.
Traditions, culture, and heritage?
No, ingredients.
Ah!
Okay, now see if you've been listening, yeah?
No, please don't
Yeah,
ask me.
no, go on.
The three ingredients.
It's all here.
Yes.
It's
the
all here.
Chocolate.
Yes.
The gold.
Yes.
And the tonka. Yes.
Yes.
The tonka bean.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this off with one small tribute,
Okay.
and that's gold. Yes, Mexican gold. So, in homage of the Aztecs and the Maya. Okay. So we're just gonna. And when I do gold, I don't use a small piece of gold. It has to be a lot of gold, eh? So why give gold and it's this big, eh? You know, you have to give gold that's big. Okay.
Cuando el chef va a proceder a poner el último elemento decorativo que precisamente nos lleva a la herencia de los aztecas y de los mayas a través del oro. Pero dice el chef que a él no le gusta usar nada más pedacitos de oro, sino que a él le gusta que sea mucho oro, que sea muy llamativo.
Okay. There you have it. So this is my tribute from Mexipan, myself and Chantilly. So this is tribute to Mexico. Thank you very much.
Tributo a México.
And thank you.
It's beautiful. It's amazing.
I don't know. Yeah, it's very hot in here. But,
Yes.
But no, thank you everyone. Thanks for listening. I hope I didn't babble on too much.
No, don't worry. We handled it.
You handled it, yes.
El chef nos da las gracias. Su plato se llama Tributo a México. Y pues es fantástico todo lo que nos ha enseñado el chef el día de hoy. Yes.
I'm just going to get this. Okay,
Agradece mucho por estar aquí. Agradece mucho de nuevo. Muchas gracias a Chantilly, a Mexipan, a Fundación Nerdes por prestarnos el espacio. Y ha sido, bueno, al menos en mi experiencia, una cosa impresionante todo lo que nos ha venido a enseñar el chef.
Yeah. So obviously a lot of these, a lot of the products, the bases have all been used through the Chantilly lines. Okay. So I've only mentioned a couple of them, but obviously through there we use the condensed milk, the cream natto, and things like that. So, but once again, Chantilly have been there for 52 years making absolutely fantastic products. They're one of the iconic leading brands within Mexico.
Yes.
And in partnership and collaboration with Mexipan, I think, we have something that's very unique in terms of bringing all that together as a tribute. So thanks for listening, everybody, and I hope see you again soon. And that's if you invite me back. It took me a long time to get here. Right? Taking me 1 year. So no, but thank you for listening. I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it enjoyable, and I hope you like the philosophy around the dessert. It's very different. It's not just a dessert. There's a lot around it that connects who we are, what we are, and what you are. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Chef.
God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ya no.
Bye. Muchas gracias.